Hello, my beautiful sparkly dancers. This is Lisa Jean. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be doing a fun drill on some hip accent movements. We're going to go through some of our basic hip accents and we're going to just drill them together. So put on your hip scarf, have a sip of water, and let's get started. So we're going to start with hip lifts. So when I do my hip lifts, my feet are hip width apart. I'm going to soften my knees and I want to make sure that my low abs are slightly engaged so my low back is nice and flat. I don't want to have party butt sticking out behind me, right? If you think about zipping up those low abs, whoop, and get it right underneath you. So we have ears, over shoulders, over hips, over ankles. We're all lined up. We're just going to have our hands in a low V just to give them something to do. You can do anything you want with your hands, but just for basic starting position, this is a nice place to be. So our knees are soft. We're going to do a hip lift. When I hip lift, I use my obliques, these side muscles here. So if you squish, it's above the hip bone, below the rib cage. It's the squishy part here. So if I squish enough in here, it's going to straighten my leg. It's not being driven by the leg. It's being driven by the oblique. All right. So we're going to try to hip lift, powering it with our obliques. All right. So we're going to start soft. Then we're going to accent. We're going to go soft, 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 soft. Now let's accent. Let's go pop, 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 pop. Keep those low abs engaged. Shoulders relax. Relax through the neck. Good. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to go double time. Pop, 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 pop. And there's Pepper. Almost there. Nice and sharp. Good. Good. Keep the head still. Lift out of the chest. Weight just evenly distributed between your toes. Can we go a little faster? Keep it sharp. If this sputters out, go back to slow. This is hard. Okay, slow way down and slow. Slow, high Pepper. Slow. Slow. Nice and tight. Tight. Keep those knees soft. Heels on the ground. Bop. 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 A little faster. Boop. 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 So as it goes faster, it's going to get a little smaller because we don't have time to get as much movement in. But we want to keep it sharp. Good. A couple more. And now double time again. Pop, 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 pop. If it makes your hip flexors sore, you're doing it right. Right in here. Take a breath. All right, next accent. For our next accent, we're going to do a pelvic tuck and release. So once again, our feet are hip width apart. We're going to soften those knees, relax the shoulders. We're just going to keep our hands in a low V to keep them out of the way and give them something to do. So when I do a pelvic tuck, I'm not using my belly. My belly reacts because it's attached. What's happening is I'm using my hip flexors, these muscles that attach inside your ribs up here. And they go down the side of your legs. They're the muscles that make your legs do this, right? So I'm going to use those muscles to tuck my pelvis under. Tuck, release, tuck, release. Now, when I release, I am not contracting in my low back. If you do a big contraction in your low back, it's going to look like this, and you're going to feel it. It's really tight. It's going to put a lot of excess stress on your low back. And our low back doesn't really like to be in this position. This is not a healthy position. So I focus on just lifting and releasing. Lifting and releasing. So our hands on our feet, feet hip width apart. All right. We're going to tuck, release. Here we go. Tuck, release, tuck, release, tuck, back to neutral. Tuck, back to neutral. It's okay. Belly's going to move. Booty's going to jiggle. Legs are going to jiggle. It's all good. Tuck, release, tuck. Can we double time? Tuck, release, tuck, release, tuck, tuck. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Tuck, 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 tuck. Can we double time again? Tuck, tuck, tuck. I'm focusing on the up. Tuck, 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 release, tuck, release, tuck, release, tuck, release, tuck. Don't let your booty help out. Don't let the glutes squeeze with it. It's just in the front. Pop, 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 pop. Slow it way down. Tuck, release, breathe, tuck, release, relax in the shoulders. Release, tuck, release. Couple more. Tuck, release, tuck, release, release, tuck, double time. Here we go. Tuck, release, tuck, 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 breathe, tuck. Feet are flat on the floor, knees are still soft, don't lock them out. Tuck, don't use your glutes, it's just in the front of the hips. Tuck, tuck, double time. Tuck, 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 tuck. If you do a lot of Turkish dancing, you see this. Tuck, 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 tuck. And breathe. Don't let your breathing line up with this, otherwise you'll end up panting. Right? Tuck, 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 tuck. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right. We're going to combine the lift, the tuck, the lift, the release to do a broken omi, or sometimes it's called a hip box. So I'm going to start on this side. You can start whichever side you want to go. I'm going to go side, front, side, back. I'm going to soften the knees, relax in the neck. If you feel like you're holding a lot of tension in your neck, take some little circles, give it a little wiggle, whatever you need. Let it go. Because we want to keep from here up looking very relaxed and calm, and all the work is being done down here in the hips. So feet are hip width apart, soften the knees, shoulders back, just a nice low V. You can always practice with your arms in any other position. This is just a basic one because we don't want to have dead arms, right? We want to practice with our arms doing something. So soften those knees. We're going to go side, front, side, release. Big to the side, big to the front, big to the side, soft release. Side, front, side, neutral. One more. Side, front, side. A little faster. Side, front, side, release. Now don't use your glutes. It's oblique. Oblique, flexors, oblique, release. Oblique, flexors, oblique, release. Front, da, 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 side, front, side, release. Side, front, side, release. Side, front. Can we go faster? Pop, 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 pop. Front, side, release. Side, front, side, release. Side, front, side, release. Side, front, side, release. Okay, I'm going to be honest. That was my favorite side. That's the side that I like to go. But we have to do the other side. So we're going to do the other side. Hang on. It might be rough, but we're going to do it, right? So feet hip width apart. Soften those knees. Drop the tailbone. Shoulders back. Nice and slow. Going in the opposite direction that you just went. Side. Front. That's a little slow. Let's go. Side. Release. Close a little faster. Let's go. Side. Tap. Side. Release. Oblique. Hip flexors. Oblique. Neutral. Oblique. Hip flexors. Oblique. Neutral. Side. Front. Side. Let's go faster. Side. Front. Side. Back. Keep it really sharp. Don't let your glutes help out. Pop, pop. If it helps to count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Keep the knees soft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we go faster? Pop, 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 pop. That one makes my brain hurt, not gonna lie. All right, let's do just a couple more accent moves to kind of round things out. There are a lot of variations of these things that we can do. We're gonna work. We've been doing everything with our weight evenly distributed on both feet. Now we're gonna work with our weight on one foot. So my weight is on my right foot, doesn't matter. Put 1 foot back, 1 foot in the front. So our back leg, the leg that the weight is on, make sure that you don't lock it. We want to keep that little softness. 1, locking your knees is bad for your knees. We want to protect our knees, especially as we get old. 2, it's like shocks. If your shocks are all straight, your car is going to be super bumpy, right? If your shocks are nice and soft and squishy, you're going to have a smoother ride. So our supporting leg is a little bit soft. This front foot, there's not really any weight on it. It's just for balance. You can put your toe down. You can put the ball of your foot down. If you want to be super fancy, if you want to take the really advanced level, point your toe and pick it up off the floor. I'm not going to do that without a chair. Especially if I'm going to talk and do it, I need something to hang on to. So we're going to drop that tailbone so our low back is nice and flat. No party butt, right? Whoop, no party butt. So we're going to start with a lift. So we're still using this oblique. We're bringing the hip up into the rib cage by contracting in here. All right, let's go. Lift, release, lift, release. My leg is moving, release, but it's not causing the action. It's right here. You put your hand in your side, You're gonna feel it. Let's go a little faster. Lift, lift. Sink into that back leg a little bit. Lift, 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 release, lift, release, lift, release. 4, 3. Can we go faster yet? Lift, 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 lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your back leg done. Mine is done. Front leg. Whoop, swoop it around. We're gonna change our feet. So this back leg, don't lock it out. Keep it soft, especially the more that we keep going, you're gonna find yourself wanting to straighten that leg. Soften it. The front foot, there's no weight in it. It's just for balance. You can balance on your big toe or more on the ball of your foot, whatever's more comfortable. If you're used to dancing in like a heel, that ball of the foot might be a little bit easier. Just depends on how much balance you want to work. But if you want to be super crazy, do it with the foot off the floor. Extra bonus points. All right, we're gonna hip lift up. Same thing, we're gonna contract this oblique. The leg moves, but I'm not pushing into the floor to make the movement happen. It's all coming from right in here, right? Have a nice little V with our hands, shoulders back, soften the knee, and then we wait for the music. All right, okay, here we go. On the other side, lift, release, lift. So the release is soft, tight. So let it go, tight. Let it go. You might find your glute contracting, but the bulk of the work is happening right in here. If you put your hand in that squishy part, you're going to feel it. Squish, release, squish, release, squish. Can we go a little faster? Lift, 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 soft, lift, soft, lift, lift. Relax to the chest. Weight in the back leg. Lift, lift, lift. Can we double time? Lift, 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 lift. Can we keep going? 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Switch our feet. Leg goes up. Swoop it around. Great. Okay. So the opposite of that is to take the hip down. There's 2 ways that we can think about this. So we've been contracting on the up, up. We want to contract on the down, down. 2 ways to think about this. One way is going to click in your brain. The other way is going to make your brain explode. Don't worry about it. So one way to think about it is a soft contract up and release down, 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 down. Or what's technically happening, wait, you contract to bring this hip up. To get this hip to go down, you contract in the other oblique. So if you put your hand in this back one and you drop it down, on that drop, you feel this side contracting. So you're actually contracting the opposite side as the hip that's working. If the crisscrossing makes your eyes cross and makes you want to fall over, just think about dropping the hip. All right. So we're going to start with a nice soft contraction up, and we're going to go down. We're going to go down, down. Keep the back knee soft. Down, down, down. Remember, there's all kinds of variations here. We can add a kick or a release. We can add directional changes with the hip. But for right now, we're just going to keep it straight. Drop, drop, drop. Can we go a little faster? Drop, 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 drop. That's hard. Drop. Now watch your head. Don't carousel pony, right? Drop, drop. Keep that back knee nice and soft. It's going to get smaller because we're going faster. Drop, drop, drop. Good. Foot goes out. Swoop it around. Last one. Same thing. We're going to hip drop this hip. So you can think of a gentle contraction and release, and release, and release. Or you can think about contracting on the back side. If you put your hand in there, when this hip goes down, you contract back here. Contract, 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 contract. Pick whichever method makes your brain happy. All right, we're going to start slow, a little bit faster. So weights on the back foot, soften that knee. You want to pretend you have a flaming sword on your head and you don't want to drop it. So we don't want to let our head go up and down. You got to keep that knee soft. Roll the shoulders back, no tension. All right, drop, 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 drop. Is that back knee a little soft? Good. Low abs engaged. Drop, drop, drop. You can think contract, 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 contract. Drop, 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 drop. Couple more. Drop, drop. Can we go a little faster? Drop, 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 drop. We're almost there, and drop and drop and drop and drop. Oh, that was beautiful. I hope we've worked up maybe a little bit of a glow. Hopefully you feel it maybe in your obliques, maybe in those hip flexors, maybe your glutes, maybe your legs might be feeling some things. This is a great drill to practice to get our basic hip accents down. You can always add any other variations. You can play with your arms, add it to your favorite music, or you can just follow the video along with me. If you would like to see some more, be sure to follow my YouTube channel because I'm always uploading new drills and exercises. And if you want the super extra bonus personal treatment, be sure to check out the Bellydance Practice Club. We have a ton of videos in our library, plus we have live classes once a month, and we're going, and there's personal interaction where we get on an app called Telegram. I help coach you, I help cheer you on, we help you develop a solid plan to keep your practice going. When you fall off the track, which we all do, myself included, I'm there to help pick you back up and get you back practicing. If you're ready to stop turning the wheels and getting nowhere and ready to reach your dance dreams this year, check out the Bellydance Practice Club. And thank you so much for joining me, and I will be dancing with you some more later. Bye.